What is photography?
Photography, in general terms, you can say is the act of taking a photograph or freezing time or the moment. But I would like to call it is the art of manipulating light, the art of freezing a moment, or the art of taking an image. That is simply photography to me.
Is photography just simply pressing a button?
In a sense, it is. It is the last thing you do to press the button and get the image. But the question is, what comes before pressing that button that makes a difference?
Some say that you need a good gear to define a good photographer. What's your say on that?
A bad workman blames his tools. If you are not a capable person of taking a good photograph, it doesn't really matter what gear you're using.
Is editing considered cheating?
One of the misconceptions about photography is that when you edit the photo, it's considered as cheating. But in fact, uh, editing has become an essential part of your post-processing, activities after you take the photo.
So, where would you draw the line between editing and manipulation?
The moment you start removing or adding contents to the photo that do not, belong to the essential scene in the photograph, this becomes a manipulation of the photo. It doesn't reflect reality.
So, as per your definition, I actually recall one of your photos where you combined two different scenes in that photo. What would you call that? Would you call that manipulation?
Well, I like your attention to details, and that's a good question, as a matter of fact. But here's the thing: when we speak about manipulation of photo to reflect, a different scene, and claim that the scene is a genuine photography or the genuine photograph, here where things become manipulation. This kind of photography is called fine art photography.
You said that photography isn't just a click of a button. So, what made you realize that photography actually isn't as simple as people think?
I was thinking that it's just clicking a button and you can get the best shot, the best photo. And one of the most difficult moments is that when you try to do wildlife photography, you're photographing wild animals, birds in the action. Sometimes they go outside for hours and hours and hours, and you cannot take even one photo that is really as clear as I expected.
Thank you so much.